A poor man was married to a beautiful woman, and despite their poverty, they were very happy together. The husband adored his wife, and the wife loved her husband deeply. However, they had a wealthy and handsome neighbor who became infatuated with the man's beautiful wife. "I want to marry her myself," he thought. Every day, while the husband worked in the fields, the rich man visited their house. "You're a beautiful woman," he told her, "but your clothes are old. If your husband loved you, he would buy you pretty new clothes. Divorce him and marry me, and I'll give you the finest clothes in the land. Then, you will be the most beautiful woman in Ethiopia." Initially, the woman ignored him, but he persisted every day. Eventually, she began to wonder if the rich man was right. That night, she asked her husband for new clothes. Smiling, he told her she didn't need new clothes because she was already the most beautiful woman in the world to him. She became angry and questioned his love. Though he had little money, he bought her a new dress to make her happy. The next day, the rich man saw her in her new dress and said, "Your husband doesn't truly love you if he doesn't give you gold jewelry." He showed her a box of gold jewelry and offered it if she would leave her husband and marry him. She refused, stating that she loved her husband and he loved her. Despite her rejection, the rich man continued his visits and offers. Eventually, she wondered why her husband didn't give her gold. That evening, she told her husband about her longing for jewelry, and despite his limited funds, he borrowed money from his brother to buy her gold jewelry. She was delighted and thanked her husband, convinced of his love. The rich man didn't give up. He told her that love could make miracles and promised to perform miracles if she left her husband for him. Though skeptical, she began to consider his words. Her husband, seeing her sadness and hearing her wish for miracles, became deeply worried and prayed for divine help. While resting under a tree at his brother's field, he met a wizard who gifted him 2 miracle sticks. One stick would turn a person into a donkey, and the other would change them back. The poor man hurried home and demonstrated the stick's power to his wife by turning her into a donkey and then back into a woman. Impressed, she was convinced of the miracle. The next day, when the rich man visited, she used the first stick to turn him into a donkey. She brought the donkey to her husband, who used it for heavy labor. The donkey worked for many years, making the poor man wealthier. One day, feeling pity for the tired and old donkey, the poor man used the second stick to turn it back into the rich man, who was now aged and bent. He warned the rich man to never covet another man's wife again. The rich man left and never returned, while the poor man and his wife continued to live happily together for many years.